Okay, that part of mine. I guess my name is Jim Baker, and that's what I'm being told to say anyway. And so I guess that probably is the case. And this is, I guess, this is taking place at Hotti Biscotti after our typical Tuesday earlier set. I've been playing here probably every Tuesday for about 2 years with these guys, and prior to that I've been playing for a number of years in Chicago. Music that doesn't make any money. Music that no, I don't know. I there's lots of ways of describing music, I suppose. I remember reading somewhere about David Byrne in his pre-Talking Heads days, I think, creating some kind of surveys of prospective audience members, asking them what kind of music they liked, and I think he was using attributes like fast or slow or other things that maybe musicians wouldn't ordinarily think of. So I'm not, I don't know. I mean, you could look for genres like jazz or experimental or folk. I think this is basically folk music myself, but that could be a sort of a wry pun on an anecdote in the Bob Dylan Chronicles, where apparently he introduced himself to Thelonious Monk and said he plays folk music, and Monk said, "Yes, we all play folk music." So I guess that's we're all playing folk music here. I think I started on piano many years ago, probably before you and most of your audience were born. I had some exposure to playing organ, but never really had one until, actually, I had a combo organ for a while. I was playing electric piano for a while. At some point I got one of these things. This is an ARP 2600. This is by a company that doesn't exist anymore. It's a black box with a bunch of wires in it. This is a MIDI controller. I got it at a pawn shop. It doesn't actually work quite properly. This is, I think, an attempt to basically replicate. When I was growing up, I used to play gigs with Dixieland bands, sometimes in places that had old upright pianos, and they didn't always work properly. So I think I always wanted to get a MIDI controller that would have some attributes like that. They wouldn't always work properly, and this one. It's wonderful for that, but it also fits in my car. I don't really like it, but I sort of have an ironic attachment to it. It actually has pretty good action, but the action is very erratic, and sometimes the notes, some of the notes don't work, and I have to take it out of the case and sort of mess with it to get it to work. But usually it works,